Hey, beautiful yogis. Firstly, please excuse the not so great voice. I had a big weekend cheering Tyler on in his grand final, which was so amazing, but it's absolutely beautiful to be back here and on the mat with you guys. So, today what we're going to be chatting a little bit about is not so much focusing on any destination, but more so focusing on the journey. And the way that I love to represent that in movement is by focusing on the transitions in comparison to the poses. And this is something that so many of us get caught up in. It's one task to the next task to the next task, or one destination to the next, without focusing on what actually happens throughout that time of movement from one place to the next place. And usually that's where our growth is found, so it's so important that we begin to become appreciative for those moments. So, as always, we take a comfortable seat, cross-legged, kneeling. Please know, as you begin to set up your seat, this is a really important part of the class. As we sit in this seat, we commit to stillness, and we begin to tap into our breath. And what I'm going to ask for you guys is for you to notice that tiny transition from an inhale to an exhale. So rather than focusing on the length of your breath, can you become aware of that really magical moment where the breath transitions from an active inhale, diaphragm moves down, to a passive release, exhale, as the diaphragm moves up. Our breath in, there's that activity, we're ballooning the diaphragm. And as you breathe out, the diaphragm moves up in space, pushing out the air, that transition. Breath in, diaphragm down. That transition, breath out, diaphragm up. Let's take just 3 more rounds of breath here, becoming grateful. Grateful for that incredible transition that brings us life. Take that last long and luscious breath out. Keep your eyes closed. And slowly drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And then once you feel as if you are ready, place your right fingertips on the floor right beside your hips. And then slowly, focusing on the journey, walk your index finger and your middle finger away from your hips out to the side. And as your fingers make that journey, observe the sensation that creeps into the right side of the neck. And once you've reached a point of loud sensation, I encourage you to stop and allow that sensation to take place. Offer it room within the body. As this length creeps into the right side, you make the commitment to feel it throughout the duration of your time in this shape. And no need to avoid it or focus on the next posture. Just be here now. We'll take together 1 more round of breath. Your next breath in, crown of head reaches to the sky, right hand softly falls into your lap. Again, we notice that journey as the sensation evolves. Maybe it feels as if it's moving away. Once you are ready to introduce more sensation, right ear to right shoulder, place index finger, middle finger down on the earth next to your left hip, and then start to journey, walking those fingers away from the body. Sensation changes. As best as you can, stay in control of the relationship you cultivate with this sensation. Allow the breath to move effortlessly in and out of the body. Observing how the breath plays off on this sensation, if it does at all. Together we take 2 more rounds of breath on this side, not focused on where we're going next. Again, be here now. Last long exhale. As you breathe in, crown of head reaches to the sky, hands effortlessly fall into your lap. Take 2 rounds of breath in preparation to continuing our journey together. Slowly blink open the eyes. Guys, let's find a downward facing dog. Hands gripping into the earth. Hips nice and high. Take a good bend in the knees today. And keep pushing the floor away. And take just 2 rounds of breath in stillness. And take a wrapping of your triceps back. And take 1 more big breath in, followed by a long exhale. And once you feel as if you're ready, rise up onto your toes as you inhale. And then roll both your heels over to the right as you breathe out. Outer right foot, inner left foot. Keep the hips high. Take a gentle bend in the knees while grounding down through that left hand. And finding length through that left side body, from left hip point all the way towards the underarm. And keep energetically lifting those sitting bones high. Take 1 more breath out. Breathe in, rise up. And breathe out to the other side. Again, take that gentle bend in the knees, but keep the hips high. Right hand grounding down. Left hand pushing away. Breath fluid. 1 more breath in. Whole breath out. Rise up onto the toes. Inhale. And land as you exhale. And just take 1 breath in this stillness, guys. Once you are ready, right leg to the sky, take a big breath in. A knee all the way to your nose, around the upper spine as you breathe out. Step, stork pose as you inhale. Left knee will rise. Again, guys, use those hip flexors. Lift the knee high, squeeze the right glute. Pinky fingers towards one another, and the more that you ground down through that foot, the more you'll lift up. You can flex the toes on the left foot or point them, whatever you feel the need. Just start to keep that gaze still. Stop waiting for that next posture. And together we'll take 1 more big breath in, reach up. Open eagle as you breathe out. Externally rotate through that hip. Cross the ankle over the knee, flex the left toes. Take a seat in this posture. We're looking to flare the sitting bones, not just back, but up. And while we've got that engagement, really start to draw those collarbones forward. And that sensation creeps into the left outer hip. I know you can feel that foot, so can I. Let's take our last exhale. Breathe in, stork pose. Breathe out, Deghasana. Guys, engage your left leg fully. Flex the toes. Turn the belly on. I know this is a lot of standing early in class, but you guys have got it. Let's take 1 more breath out. Half moon as you breathe in, right hand towards the earth, left hand to the sky. Flex your left toes. Guys, use your gaze for stillness. Enjoy the shakes, they're all a part of the journey. One more breath in. Virabhadrasana 2 as you breathe out. Start to bend that right knee. Big toe down on the left foot grounds, and then straight away down and out through the outer edge of that back foot. Now you can feel it in the front thigh, huh? So can I. Right there with you, but it's all a part of it. Again, these are those moments of growth that we tend to avoid because they feel a little uncomfortable maybe. Or maybe you are someone who thrives in that space. No matter where you're at, guys, take one more breath out, sink deeper. Good. Prana pull as you breathe in, feel that release through that front thigh. And then hands to the earth, chaturanga as you breathe out. Take an upward facing dog, open the chest, belly on. And downward facing dog as you breathe out. Land for a moment. Turn the sitting bones up, bend the knees. Every time we land here, we're looking for growth. Take that last breath out. Left leg will rise as you breathe in, slow and steady. Journey on through, tiger curl, empty the belly. Step in between the hands, straight away, stork pose. Right knee rises, hands follow. Squeeze the left glute now, turn the belly on, lift the knee higher. Distractions, they're good. Allow them to come, and then allow them to go. Together we'll take one more big breath in, reach up. Open eagle, external rotation. Plant that right ankle over the left knee, flex the right toes, chest forward, sitting bones back. Now when we sit down into this posture, again, energetically turning those sitting bones up. Gaze still, you know where we're going now, no expectations though. Let's breathe out together. Right knee rises to breathe in, lift up nice and high. Dekasana, slowing the journey down if we can. Use that whole breath. Guys, you need this right leg to be on the whole way. Flex the toes, push that heel back. One more breath out. Half moon. Slow and steady as you breathe in. Make sure that you feel this expansion. Find that stillness. Whole body engaged. One more breath in. Slow transition. Virabhadrasana 2 as you breathe out. Just ensure when you drop that back foot to the floor, immediately you ground down through the outer edge of that back foot. We don't want to be dumping any pressure to the inside of the right leg. Soften your shoulders. Strengthen your arms. One more breath out together. Prana pull to breathe in, lift up. Hands to the earth. Chaturanga, elbows hug in as you lower. Upward facing dog to breathe in. And downward facing dog as you empty the belly. Just one breath in this stillness, preparing for the other side. And once you are ready, that right leg will rise in preparation to flow. Empty the belly as you hug the knee to the chest. Step, stork as you breathe in, lift it high. Open eagle, external rotation. Toes flex, chest forward. Breathe in to rise, buoyancy. As you breathe out, Dekasana, squeeze your shoulder blades together, flex your left toes. Open up. Slow that journey down, enjoy it. Warrior 2, drop that foot with grace, plant it on purpose. Prana pull to rise, breathe in. Hands to the earth and lower. You can always lower on your knees for less. Up dog, squeeze your shoulder blades. Downward facing dog to breathe out. Left leg, let it rise, inhale. And take the knee all the way to the nose, puff up through the upper back. Stork pose, breathe in, hands high. Gently take a seat in that open eagle, flex the right toes, protect the knee. Rise back up, feel the journey into height. Dekasana, chest forward, right foot back. Expand as you breathe in, half moon, reach up. Gently bend that leg. Drop the right toes, Virabhadrasana 2. Rise and reach, inhale. Hands to the earth. Lower slowly, all a part of the journey. Up dog to breathe in. Down dog, hips high, breathe out. Straight away, that right leg lifts, inhale guys. Curl the knee in, breathe out. Step to stork. Inhale. Open eagle, we're here for the left outer hip, sit down and back. As you journey on to stork, feel the sensation evolve. Dekasana, chest forward, flex left toes. Open up slow and steady. Keep the belly engaged, keep the left leg engaged. Empty the belly to land strong in our Virabhadrasana 2. Prana pull, lift. Again, enjoying this sweet moment. Hands to the earth and lower. Broaden the collarbones. Up dog, in. Down dog, out. Left leg rises. Inhale. Knee all the way to the nose and round. Rise up, slow and steady. Ground the left foot to lift the right knee. Sitting bones journey down and back, chest forward, breathe out. Rise back up, yogi, slow and steady. Inhale. Dekasana, tipping at the hips. Right leg stays engaged. Stay buoyant in your half moon as you breathe in. Right leg gently drops. Breathe out. Rise up, yogis. Inhale. Hands to the earth. Lower. Exhale. Take that upward facing dog, a big breath in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Straight away, knees come to the earth. Find a variation of child's pose. Either knees nice and wide, drop the chest to the earth, or knees together and arms down by your side. Take note of this unexpected turn in our journey. Observe your reaction to it. Just as much growth can be found in this moment of stillness after movement as what it is in some of those poses that you find challenging. And so many of us think that that strength is only built when we're in flow. But for so many of us, it's that unexpected turn in our journey that demonstrates that growth that we truly need. So I encourage you in this moment, breathe heavily in and out of the belly. No need to change this moment. Allow it to be exactly what it is for just one more round of breath. Really nice, guys. Slowly bring yourself up to a hero's pose. Send your feet off to one side. Lay down on your mat. Rest your arms down by your side and then slowly tuck your thumbs in underneath your hips, wherever they land, just to elevate the hips a tiny bit off of the earth, and then send both legs up to the sky. Just a little bit of core engagement. Take a big breath in here. Lower your right leg to the earth and hover as you breathe out. Lift it back up, breathe in. Left side as you exhale. A whole inhale for it to rise. Right side again, breathe out. That buoyancy as you inhale lifts it back up. Last one, exhale left and back up. Good, we're going to go for 2. Lower the legs both at the same time. Inhale deeply. And then as you exhale, both legs aim to hover an inch off the floor. Keep the belly on. Lift them back up as you breathe in. One more time. Breathe out. Let them lower. Slow and steady. Lift them back in. Engage the core. One big breath. We're going to aim to pulse our feet directly up towards the sky. Not over and back towards our head, but just little lifts up. We're going to go for 5, 4, keep lifting. 3, it's all a part of the journey. 2, 1. Slow and steady. Bring your feet to the earth and land in Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees knock out wide. Guys, lift your arms up overhead and grab either elbow, letting your arms rest to the earth. Allow the belly to grow big with your inhale. And rather than allowing that diaphragm to move up the body effortlessly, can you control your exhale now? Control those long breaths as they leave the body. Allowing those distractions to be where they are. No, you are on your own individual journey. No need for input from anyone else. Just 2 more breaths here. Slow and steady, bring your knees back up to the sky, plant the soles of your feet and leave them there. And then once you feel as if you are ready, lift your left foot up to the sky, peace fingers onto your big toe behind your calf or your thigh. And then just really gently start to draw that foot in towards the head. You're welcome to leave a bend in the right knee, or you can place that leg long on the earth. Guys, I'm going to encourage you to take a bend in your left knee today as well. As you start to draw that in towards you, know that a bend will do your hamstrings good. Steady. Bring that right foot back to the earth if it's not already there. Cross the left ankle over the right knee and then hug that figure 4-like shape in towards you. Just like in our open eagle, flex the left toes, guys. And once again, our journey begins to look a little different than what it did before. Just as much growth can be found here than any other part of our journey. It's just what we choose. So as you lay here, again, commit to your stillness, commit to being here now. One more breath. Planting that right foot on the earth. Keep this figure 4-like packet. Simply drop it off to the right side so the left sole of your foot comes to the earth and the right outer seam of the right leg falls off to the right side. A real gentle twist. And whatever sensation arises, open yourself up to it. No need to change the sensation, nor your thoughts about them. Just simply leave those things off to the side. One last breath, just as you are. Slowly come back up. Left sole of your foot to the earth. Lift the right to the sky. Come into that hamstring stretch on the other side. Bend in the right knee. Guys, breathe through this sensation. And keep the mind still. Just 2 more breaths here. Together we create the figure 4-like shape, hugging it into the chest. Breathe in and out of the belly. Allow that journey to unfold exactly as it should, as best as you can. We're not trying to control it. We're simply trying to watch it from afar, without the need to get caught up in the emotional content, without the need to get caught up in the thoughts. 1 more breath left. Left sole of your foot to the earth, and drop that package over to the left side now. Gaining from this moment of stillness whatever it is your body needs. Allowing the gentle twist to enter without any resisting, grasping, and control. Last breath. Slowly unravel and land in our last and final pose, Shavasana. Just like at the beginning of the class, this stillness we land in is really important. As best as you can. Do the body, do the mind a favor, commit and be here now. As always, the option to stay is yours. Simply allow myself guiding others out of this posture, again to be off to the side. But for those of you who are ready, begin to move the body up to your comfortable seat. We take a moment to notice this is where we began. And still the journey is not over. We're just passing through another moment. Once you are ready, bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, bow your head to your hands. As always, we acknowledge the practice. We acknowledge each other and we acknowledge ourselves. Namaste. Yogis, thank you so much. Once again, your support means the absolute world to Tyler and I. We really hope to see you soon. Please keep reaching out, telling us what you love, what you want to see more of.